What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are using a fan favorite pseudo legendary from Generation 3. We got ourselves Salamence for Regulation I. Now, when it comes to Salamence, this Pokemon is not really used too much in Regulation I. It's a dope Pokemon. It's very strong, but it just gets outpushed by some of the other stronger Pokemon. Now, I like Salamence a lot. I think it's such a strong Pokemon, which is why when I saw this team, I was like, we gotta rock out with it. Now, Salamence has one of the best abilities in all of Pokemon with Intimidate. So every time it hops on the field, it is going to lower the attack stat of opposing Pokemon. It's holding the Focus Sash as today's item, and then its move pool is actually really powerful. It's got Dragon Pulse, it's got Tailwind, Protect, and Hurricane, so it can sit in the rain with one of our restricted Pokemon, Kyogre, and land at 100% of the time. Now, like I already mentioned, Kyogre's on today's team. Pretty normal setup with this guy. Origin Pulse, Water Spout, Thunder, and Ice Beam with the Assault Vest. And we also have Zacian with its normal standard moveset. Our final three Pokemon on today's team, we got Sheer Force Landers, which is super strong in this format. For Rigorath, a solid support Pokemon. And last but not least, Wo-Chen, probably the most non-used or the least used Treasure of Ruin legendary in all of Scarlet and Violet. But I like this Pokemon. Ruination, Leech Seed. We've been using Leech Seed a good bit recently, especially on our Ice Rider Calyrex. If you guys haven't checked out that video, definitely go check that out. And then this thing has Protect and Pollen Puff. So Wo-Chen, definitely like this Pokemon a lot. We can lower attack with Salamence. We can lower attack with Wo-Chen. Should be a fun one today. Guys, want to run the team for yourself? Rental code is at the top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to smash that like button for me and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Salamence in ranked Regulation I. First match for today's video, coming at you guys, going up against a Koraidon squad. Now, Koraidon, we have to watch out for, obviously, because it can set the sun, and our team kind of thrives out with the rain. Alright, they also got Lunala, they got Fluttermane, Indeedee, Brute Bonnet. This Pokemon, man, is all over Regulation I ladder, and I'm here for that. A little bit of a meta change. I like it. I like it. They also have Ursaluna as their final Pokemon. Okay, so Koraidon, definitely a little scary. Wo-Chen, are you good here? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll think about it. Probably not, though. Probably not. Okay. Landorus, not bad here for the lead. Salamence, also not bad here, especially with that Focus Sash. And Tailwind could be really, really clutch for us. But our only issue would be, I was going to lead Salamence and Landorus. But, I mean, if Fluttermane has Icy Wind, that's a problem. So, you know what? I'm just going to do that. I think I might also just lead Zacian here, right? I like Zacian here. I'll bring Kyogre, and last but not least, I will bring this Landorus. I really want to lead Landorus with Salamence. I really do, but at the same time, it's like, probably not our play, right? Probably not our play. But I like this. Chances are their best lead would be Koraidon alongside with Fluttermane, or like Fluttermane and Lunala. Which that could get a little scary, because like Meteor Beam is a thing on Lunala. Plus Icy Wind and Fairy moves we don't like too much. I mean, I can always hard swap my Salamence if I want to. But I like my lead. I like my lead. Let's see who they're ripping with. Early on here, Koraidon, double restricted is going to pop out here. Koraidon and Lunala. So, chances are I should just probably hard swap our... Zacian here into Kyogre, correct? Or should I just stay on the field? I mean, Zacian should be faster than Koraidon. They're going to just pop a Tailwind and stand on the field. I'm really thinking that. I'm trying to think of like what they could do here. We could just go into Water Tower here, or I could simply Protect. Water Tower is not bad. I'm just more scared of like Collision Course launching in this slot, which can do a lot of damage. I'm Fairy typing. Should be fine here. I say we just Behemoth Blade down this slot. I think you might swap or Protect Koraidon here. Nope, it's just going to be the Terror type. So I could have swapped into my Kyogre, but I don't mind this. I don't mind this. Because after it's Terror type, I mean, I can always swap one of my Pokemon. Get the weather going for us. We might lose our Zacian, honestly, here. Flare Blitz can do some damage. Maybe we should have Terrestrialized Water. But we do outspeed, so we're going to get rid of Shadow Shield here and actually do a decent amount of damage into Lunala. That's good news to see. Flame Charge is going to launch most likely into the Zacian slot. Yep, you should soak this. Don't soak that. It was a crit. Okay, this game already off to a hot start for me. Love it. Love it. Already off to a hot start. That's fine. And then Lunala maybe just come for Meteor Beam? I don't know. We get off Tailwind, though. I have Focus Dash. Bringing out Kyogre next turn is hands down definitely the play. Meteor Beam is going to launch. Okay. I don't mind this. Meteor Beam launches. We're going to Focus Dash up here. We have speed. Now, the thing is, we're going to bring out Kyogre here. We're going to have Salamence Kyogre on the field. We lost our Zacian to a Flame Charge, which is kind of pains me to say, right? Kind of pains me to say. But I get to bring out Kyogre. And this is really good because I'm pretty much set up in a position where I can just rip a Water Spout and most likely just KO Lunala and KO Koraidon. But there is a hot chance that they do end up hard swapping. There's a hot chance that they end up hard swapping the Koraidon. Now, if they're going to hard swap it into anybody, it's most likely going to be Brute Bonnet if they have it, right? Because that's the only Pokemon that resists water. So I'm going to Hurricane and double down into that slot and just rip a Water Spout. Just send a Water Spout in the rain here. Yeah, there's the swap. Is it Brute Bonnet? If they have it, it's going to be Brute Bonnet. Let's see. Is it Brutski? No, it's going to be Ursaluna. That's fine. Your Ursaluna just died. Never mind. It doesn't die. You have Wide Guard. Cool. Awesome. Just what I wanted. So Wide Guard launches through here. Hurricane is going to fly. Still do great damage into that slot. And Water Spout is going to do absolutely nothing. Okay. I see you. I understand. I see you. I understand. Now, they could hard swap back into... obviously, Koraidon. And if you're going to do that, it's probably going to be this slot. I mean, I could double down into you. Do you think there's a chance that you go for another Wide Guard? Maybe, potentially. I'm just going to send Dragon Pulse into that slot. And I'm just going to Origin Pulse here. Actually, no. I'm going to Water Spout again. Let's just send it again. He's going to just keep on reading Wide Guards. Alright, I see you. I understand. And you're not swapping back into his Pokemon. Kind of just throwing me for a curveball here. Water Spout going to get blocked. Do I send it again? I don't know. I don't know if I send it again. Not sure if I send it again. Kind of want to. I kind of want to. But he's going to Facade here. We should soak this. Nope, we just die out again. Just getting one tapped. I'm just getting one tapped. And this is where we win the game right here. Watch this. This is where we win the game. Just as you thought I was out of it, I'm winning this game. I promise you guys I'm winning this game. I promise you guys I'm going to win this game. Salamence on the field here. We'll go for a Hurricane. We could just go for a Sandsear Storm, which I am going to do. I doubt he Wide Guards a third time. And I'm going to double down to this Lunala slot. This is where we win this game. Right here, right now. Unless we miss some attacks, because I'm choosing the Sandsear Storm. This is where we win the game. The Sandsear Storm picking up some good damage. Salamence should outspeed here. I have my boy Lando on the field. Hurricane should finish off Lunala. It does. We're ready to roll. Rain is going to be gone. Tailwind's going to be gone. They have Fire Terra, Koraidon. This is where I win this game. I'm telling you, this is where I win this game. Is it Brute Bonnet as your final Pokemon? Let's see, who you got? Unless it's Fluttermane. That's really my big problem. And no, it is the Brute Bonnet. Why did they swap into Brute Bonnet that first turn? I guess because they knew they were going for Wide Guard. But we're sitting here. Photosynthesis is here. Defense is popped. All right. Let's do it. I mean, I still have Terra type. What is your Terra type, Lando? Water. Do I go into it? Probably, right? Maybe? He might just Sucker Punch my Salamence. Let's protect you. Actually, let's just go for Tailwind. You're going to go for Sucker Punch, which I think Brute Bonnet is going to do here. I'm just going to do that. And I am just going to end up Water Terroring and going into this Sandsear Storm, just in case the Fire move is going to launch here. But yeah, I'm going to go for Tailwind. I am scared of Sucker Punch. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. Terrified of Sucker Punch here. So I wanted to go for Hurricane into Brute Bonnet slot, but I remembered it did have Sucker Punch. But I have Terrasilize here. Protect from Koraidon. Are we going to see that Sucker Punch? That's the real question. There's the Sucker Punch. We get off a free Tailwind this turn. And Sandsear Storm is going to launch. I wish we had Earth Power. I wish we did have Earth Power. Sandsear Storm does mediocre damage to the Brute Bonnet. Do get a crit, which is still doing about -5 damage. Tailwind does launch, and I think from here, as much as I want to go for a Hurricane, we should have protect my boy here. Protect, go for another Sandsear Storm. Try to chip up some damage into this Koraidon slot. Then protecting, chances are another Sucker Punch is flying. Yep. I'm just gonna fail here. They have Water Terror out here. Sandsear Storm does double connect, which is beautiful, and we get rid of Koraidon. So now we're sitting here in an odd position where I don't know if we can win this game. Not sure if we can win this game. Do I go for Hurricane now? Or do I go for another Protect? I think we go for one more. I really think we go for one more. I think we just go for one more Protect here, just to predict that, and just go into another Sandsear Storm. So I go for another Protect, reading a Sucker Punch here. And no, he's not going for it. Seems like he just wants to Spore me down, so we could have just won this game right here. Just Spore me. I'm just going to Protect here again. I'm just going to Protect here again and just keep wasting out turns. I told you guys, once we lost that Kyogre, I was like, yo, this is where we win this game. This is where we win this game. Our opponent was kind of playing, like, whack a little bit. I wouldn't say whack, but just, like, not ordinary, right? Unorthodox is the right word to say. So it was kind of throwing me off because I was just like, oh, they should swap the Brute Bonnet. They should do this. They should do this. And then they pop Wide Guard. And it kind of just got to us, but I knew Landorus in the back end was a good call. But from here, I'm just going to Protect. It's a free Protect turn and go for another Sandsear Storm. And let's see if they go for another Sucker Punch here. I hope they go for another Sucker Punch. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. There it is. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. So we're wasting out some Spore turns here. Did we go for another one? Did we go for another Protect? Maybe. Tailwind's going. He's going to guess that we're going for Tailwind. What? Yo, he's going to guess we're going for Tailwind. And this is where I attack and just win this game. Sandsear Storm. Going to Dragon Pulse here. And Landorus going to wake up here. Yeah, he's not going for Sucker Punch. That's a game set match. Beautiful. Awesome. Build. Beautiful. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Dragon Pulse now launches. Good game. Reading Sucker Punches all day. Brute Bonnet was scaring me. But luckily, my Lando over here able to land a Sandsear Storm in the Koraidon and take it out in one shot. GG's to our opponent. Match number 2 time. Let's get after it. We won that first match after losing our Kyogre and Zacian to one move. Facade knocking out Kyogre. Flame Charge surprisingly knocking out Zacian. But the position I seen us in, I was just like, yo, we're going to win this game with Landorus and Salamence. And that's exactly what we did. Going up against Kyogre and Kyurem. Kyurem Black over here. And then they got Tinkaton, Urshifu, Landorus just like us, and Whimsicott. So they could pop Tailwind with Whimsicott. I think Salamence is a solid lead all around. So I am just going to end up leading that with Kyogre, I believe. Right? Yeah, these two really work well together. So Kyogre, Salamence going to pop out here. Got to bring in the Zacian. And then last but not least, I'm leaning towards Landorus. I am scared of the Ice types with Kyurem. But at the same time, we do have Water Terror type, which actually works really good with Landorus. So that's my plan. That's my plan. Salamence, Kyogre right here for the lead. I mean, again, they could lead Whimsicott and just Tailwind us real quick because they do have Prankster with that. But depending on who they go into, I mean, I can always just like use my Focus Sash with Salamence, which is great news. But when it comes to Kyurem Black, the only problem with Focus Sash is this thing usually rocks loaded dice and it's using, what is it, Icicle Spear and Scale Shot. So it's just like, Focus Sash, not so hot there. Not so hot. We'll see what they want to do though. Hopefully they don't lead Kyurem. But it's got to be Whimsicott, right? And if it is Whimsicott, I can just Hurricane it down in the rain. Sounds nice. But again, we don't want Kyurem. Do not bring Kyurem. Urshifu. I don't mind that. It's Dark Urshifu. I kind of mind that now. It's okay. It's not terrible. We get off the Intimidate, which is great news. But I mean, you could just go for Wicked Blow. Gonna get this rain going. Do I go for Tailwind early on here? Or do I just go for Hurricane? I could Protect and just rip off some damage. I feel like we should just go for Tailwind, considering we don't have Prankster. Yeah, we're just gonna go for Tailwind here. I'm just gonna rip the Swords Impulse. Send it across the board. So we'll see a Terror type early on here, most likely from Urshifu, or is it gonna be Whimsy? Yeah, Urshifu's gonna get it. He's going into straight dark. So this Wicked Blow about to do 1,000,000 damage, right? It's about to do 1,000,000 damage. Maybe 1,000,001. He's going to set up his Tailwind. Can you go after my Salamence, please? That'd be perfect if you just go after my Salamence. Go after my Salamence, not my Kyogre. My Kyogre. Soak this Kyogre. Okay, cool. So Kyogre's able to soak. We do get off our Tailwind. Beautiful news. I can Hurricane next turn freely. And Origin Pulse is going to double connect. That's really good for us. Bringing Urshifu down to 1. Are you sashing? He is sashing. So he sashes up. We don't have Protect on Kyogre, which is a little rough on our end. We're going to make sure that we actually KO Urshifu here, so I am going to end up doing that with Dragon Pulse. Actually, Hurricane's a way better option here. What am I doing? Just in case he wants to swap. We'll go into Hurricane. He could end up detecting, but at that point, he can potentially get off this Ice Beam. And he's going to rip a Sucker Punch. Really no point for that, because you did outspeed us, and we soaked that anyway, which is lovely. Hurricane is going to outspeed the Whimsicott, KO you. If I knew you were going for Sucker Punch, I would have just, you know, attacked this Whimsicott. But I feel like Whimsicott's going for Moonblast into my Salamence slot. Correct? Yeah, awesome. So I keep my Kyogre. I got some speedy Pokemon. Ice Beam launching. Bye-bye, Whimsy. Get it on out of here. Not bad for us. I keep my Kyogre. Salamence is a fast Pokemon, so I'm hoping we can get off one more turn with this guy. Would be really nice. Would be really nice. So chances are they have both our Restrictors right here, right? Kyurem, Kyogre. Makes the most sense. Kyurem is obviously scaring me. I do, however, have Zacian in the back end, which is great news. Kyogre does pop out here. Okay. Salamence, are you faster than Kyurem? I feel like you gotta be. You're a speedy guy. 167. Kyogre's probably not. These two, on the other hand. Yeah! And we still have Terror type, which is great news. Alright. I'd rather Hurricane down this Kyogre, because I know I could just, like, Behemoth Blade you. I'm gonna Hurricane down this Kyogre, just so we don't have to worry about that damage. You know what? We're gonna double down this Kyogre slot if we can. My Pokemon die, they die. I like our back-end Pokemon. I'd rather both my Pokemon die out at the same time. That would be beautiful. But he ends up just protecting Kyurem, which is just awesome for us. It's just awesome for us. Maybe I can get Ducks here as well. Salamence is just ripping in today's video. Give me Ducks. I love you, Salamence. I love you. I love you. Kyogre goes next. Is it going to hurt itself in confusion? No, it doesn't. Water Spout's going to fly here. Probably double KO. Yeah, that's fine, though. That's fine. We got off some free damage onto Kyogre that turn. And now I just get to bring out my super fast, speedy Pokemon. We're about to get after it. We're about to get after it. We still have Terror type. We're going to use it on Orlando. Like I even said in the beginning of this matchup, when we were at the team previews, I was just like, yo, Water Terror is going to be clutch up against this Kyurem. So that's what we're doing. Water Terror popping. Zacian, on the other hand, what are you going to do here? We're going to double down to Kyogre, most likely. Yeah, we're going to make sure this Kyogre dies out here. We'll double down to Kyogre. I'm trying to think of like what Kyurem could potentially do, and I feel like Kyurem just wants to go for that Ice move, right? I feel like he just wants to go for that Ice move. Kyogre, we gotta remember, is confused, which is great news, but I'd rather just get rid of it, because if this thing lands like an Origin Pulse, Zacian's not gonna take too kindly to that in the rain, right? It's just a lot of damage. It's just too much damage for us to handle. So we end up terrestrializing. Give me that water, baby. And my Pokemon are outspeeding. Both of them's gonna outspeed. Both of them's gonna outspeed. Kyurem goes for double protect and just loses the match because of that. Okay, cool. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Sandsear Storm launches. Big time damage into both. Zacian's gonna clean up Kyogre. Get it on out my face. Play rough. Rough play. Playing rough, baby. Get it on out of here. And now it's 2v1. So 2-0 for today's video. Yo, Salamence is an absolute beast. This Pokemon is ripping up in today's video. Hurricanes, Tailwinds, you name it. Sandsear Storm is choice. We're going to switch to Behemoth Blade. We'll probably see a cancel match, and we do see a cancel match. So guys, we're 2-0, and we're here in our third and final match going up against a Koraidon and Ho-Oh Sun team. We need our Kyogre. We need weather control. Let's get after it. Now, I kind of want to use Wo-Chen here, but I am scared to use it. What's its Terror type? Because, I mean, we're already 2-0. It would be nice to just, like, use it. And you know what? Screw it. We're going to use it. I'm going to lead Wo-Chen. Let's do it. So Wo-Chen's going to pop out here for the lead. Could end up leading, like, a Pokemon maybe like Thread Grab, or I could just Intimidate with Salamence, which wouldn't be too bad. And you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to Intimidate with Salamence. Could always Heart Swap into Kyogre, which could be nice. We know they're bringing in Raging Bolt. Oh, man. I need Landorus, man. You know what? We're not going to lead our Intimidate user. We're going to go in with Landorus here. If we need a Heart Swap into Weather, we'll do that. But this will be your play right here. This will be your play. I was just going to lead Intimidate with Wo-Chen, but then I was just like, dude, we need landers. They have Raging Bolt out here with Koraidon, and I mean, we need it. We need it. It's just too fast of a Pokemon, especially with like Sludge Bomb. It works well. It's super effective into that Flutter Mane with Sludge Bomb, into that Rillaboom. It does a lot. So they're going to end up leading Raging Bolt alongside with Shenpao, which isn't too bad. I mean, I could go into the Poison Terror type. Could also go into a Water Terror type. I might just U-turn Pivot here and Terrasilize you, and, you know, maybe just set up a Leech Seed. Or I could Ruination to half HP. I mean, U-turn pivoting is not bad. Definitely want to Terrasilize you, and I might just... I'm just going to Leech Seed this slot. The Poison Terror, Leech Seed, we're going to U-turn Outspeed and just pivot into the Shenpao slot. And we'll kind of go from there. So we have attack lowered on the field. And then I can potentially just get rid of... Zacian next turn. Or not Zacian, Shenpao. He's gonna throw an Ice Shard. Of course you're rocking Ice Shard. Luckily I survived on 13. It's a great sight to see. And he's gonna end up going for a Thunderclap into my Lander slot. What you think I was Terrasilizing? He definitely thought I was Terrasilizing. He's covering both ends here. So I'm able to swap back here. Hopefully I land this Leech Seed. That'd be really nice. And you know what actually survived? Made my Lander survive? Was my Wo-Chen with Tablets of Ruin. Thank you, Wo-Chen. Thank you. So now I'm just going to go into Zacian here. Get my boy going. Can we land the Seed of Leeches? Can we please land it? All I ask for is to land this first one. Another day. Another day. We'll put that away for now. Dude, I hate this game. I just don't like it. I mean, Ruination might be our calling out. We could just go into like Behemoth Blade into this slot now. And you know, we're gonna go for another Leech Seed. We're gonna give us another try here. So another Leech Seed. We'll just go for Behemoth Blade into Shenpao, who might protect. But come on, man. Why am I missing my Leech Seeds? I shouldn't be missing my Leech Seeds. I don't like this game. I don't like it one bit. Come on, man. When I need it most. We're sitting here with a decent Terror type. I mean, Poison's looking pretty nice here. Gets rid of our Ice weakness. He's going to end up withdrawing Shenpao. So who's taking this lovely little Behemoth Blade? Maybe I should have went for Play Rough. I mean, Behemoth Blade does some nice damage. You're going to bring in Rillaboom. Not bad. Not bad. So can I land this Leech Seed, please, and thank you? Can I have some of Squidward's delicious sandwich? Magic Conch Shell. That's one of the best SpongeBob episodes ever. Yes, I landed Leech Seed. That's what I should do. You know what? I should just carry a Conch Shell and just let that decide my Pokemon moves. Like, should I use Leech Seed here? No. Should I use Ruination? Yes. And of course I get paralyzed. Like, dude, this game stinks. This game's so bad. So I got Leech Seed popping. He is orbed. And I think at this point, we could Palm Puff. We could protect here. You know what? We're just going to Palm. But does Palm Puff go through protects? I don't think it does. This sucks because he can just like double down into the slot. Could end up hard swapping. Gonna end up Ruination this slot. And if I can, another Behemoth Blade's definitely gonna be the play over here. I mean, he does have Fake Out ready to roll. But Ruination half an HP is going to be great news for us. I wonder if he goes for Thunderclap or not. I wonder. This is just not looking good for us. Not at all. Actually, I mean, we still have Kyogre. We still have Landers in the back end, which is great news. He ends up withdrawing here. We are going to Ruination this slot. Hopefully, it is not Shenpao. Hopefully, it's our final Pokemon, and it is going to be Koraidon. Cool. So I get the half this thing's HP. Beautiful news here. Is he going to fake out Zacian? Yes, he is. That's fine. So he fakes out Zacian here. Ruination going to half this thing's HP. If I didn't get paralyzed, we would be sitting in a relatively really good position. But however, he is just going to end up finishing off my Zacian here. We already know that for a fact. So, you know what? I'm just going to Leech Seed this Koraidon. And if I can pull off the Behemoth Blade, I'm going to go for it. But we already know Zacian's dead to, like, Flame Charge here. I could have probably hard swapped it and saved the Zacian, but I'd rather not. I could have swapped it, obviously, into Kyogre, but I'd rather this Zacian just die out here. Because, like, with the Paralyze, it kind of really just kind of takes it out of the game a little bit. It's tough news, but yeah, there's the Collision Course. Seeing that coming from 85,653 miles away. He's going to pick up the KO. And the thing is about bringing out Kyogres, like, Rillaboom on the field with grass is a problem. Kyogre's just a huge problem for us. Or, like, he's not in a good position. They got Raging Bolt, they got Rillaboom. It's just not looking good for us. But he ends up U-turn pivoting. Does he go back in the Raging Bolt? Or does he go into Shenpao? We actually get to see, though, first before we swap into our Pokemon. So that's going to decide on who we go into. That is definitely going to decide. And I don't like either option here. I'd rather you go in Raging Bolt here. And he goes into Shenpao, of course. So yeah, now we're going to bring out Kyogre. He's gonna end up hard swapping. We're going to bring out Kyogre. He's going to end up hard swapping Koraidon, probably for Rillaboom, I would think, right? Probably for Rillaboom, he's going to end up hard swapping him. It's Rillaboom or Raging Bolt. I definitely, I was going to say, I definitely have to go into I could go into an Ice Beam here. You could end up protecting Shenpao. I'm going to Leech Seed Shenpao. You know, I'm going to Ice Beam and just make this read. Let's just Ice Beam. Ice Beam's going to be super effective in all of them. He's hard swapping, though. We already know this. We already know this. So I still have Lando, but I really have to get rid of this Shenpao if I want to do anything. So I'm just going to keep spamming Leech Seeds. And just be a pester right now. Just be as annoying as we possibly can be. Let's see. Yep, there's the swap. Is it Rillaboom? I feel like it's got to be Rillaboom. Actually, it might be Raging Bolt. Just because terrain's ending soon. No, it's going to be this Rillaboom. So Ice Beam. Can he be enough damage here? Can he be enough damage? He ends up just staying in here with Shenpao. Of course, he gets a crit. I end up landing another Leech Seed. So I'm just landing Leech Seeds, baby. Come on now. Thought this was a joke. Ice Beam, not able to pick up the KO. We don't get a freeze or anything. Dude, this game. This game. Get back a little bit of HP. Thank you very much. We're just slow playing it with this Pokemon. We're going the Pollen Puff here. I wish I had Protect. I could hard swap, but I mean, this game's over. This game's over unless he does something stupid. Unless he does something stupid. We'll go for Origin Pulse. I wonder if he just goes for Fake Out this turn. If he goes for Fake Out, we have a shot. Fake Out my Wo-Chen. Just let me Origin Pulse. But yeah, this one's just not looking good for us. A lot of counters to our squad. Ends up withdrawing the Shenpao. And you go back into Koraidon. Yep. I think you just take out my Kyogre anyway, right? Is that what you're doing? You're just going to go for Grassy God here? Yeah. Bye-bye to Kyogre. Actually, Kyogre... So, dude, Wo-Chen is a problem. Wo-Chen is a problem. We get rid of you. Wo-Chen's a problem. Wo-Chen is a problem. And Origin Pulse going to launch here. Do about -6. Do about -6. Okay, so we pick up our KO. Wo-Chen's just really, like... It's doing really well. It's doing really well. I have Protect ready to roll. Would Leech Seed up? Maybe. They're probably just going to go into Raging Bolt at this point. And if they do, honestly... Yeah, I think we just kind of just hard swap Kyogre into Lando. And we take that route with this. And we just Leech Seed set up. Because I have to make a read here. I have to guess that he's probably going for like Thunderclap here. Or even Thunderbolt to take out my Kyogre. And then hopefully he's going for like Collision Course or like Flare Blitz into my Wo-Chen. And then at that point, because the only way my Landorus is doing anything is if Shenpao's not on the field, right? Because Shenpao could just Ice Shard it and take it out with first turn priority. So we need to make a read to try to make a comeback here. If I pull this off, like, I swear, you guys owe me like 60,000 subscribers. But I'm just going to go into this shot, and he just goes Collision Course, and he plays it safe, getting the Kyogre slot. Okay, fair game. Fair game, but I'm able to set up a Leech Seed. Hold up. We're Leech Seeding up. Wo-Chen's a problem. He's not playing around today. He's not playing around, so I get that off here. You're probably going to go for T-Bolt. Most likely correct. Yep, T-Bolt. Do not paralyze me, that's all I ask. Wow, that damage is absurd. In the sunlight with all that stuff and things. I'm going to get back a little bit of HP here with my leftovers and my Leech Seed, but still, that T-Bolt damage, definitely scary. But now we're sitting on the field with... Hold up. Now we're sitting on the field with Kyogre. Do we have a shot at this? No. We should have just honestly... yeah, we should have honestly just... We probably would have won this game if we didn't swap the Kyogre. Photosynthesis is gone, so damage is a little down. I wish I had something to pick up a KO or like, I don't know, just to help out our Kyogre, but our Kyogre's in the dumps here. I wish I had Protect. I think there is a chance. Do we think he swaps? Actually, probably not. We're just going to go for another Leech Seed. So I'll go for Leech Seed. I will end up going for Ice Beam. He's probably going to go for Thunderclap. I can't do anything about it. And we'll go for this. And he ends up withdrawing. So he ends up withdrawing you. Thunderclap most likely going to fly. Hopefully he's just going for another T-Bolt. He won't have Photosynthesis here. Attack my Wo-Chen. Nope, Thunderclap into Kyogre. Thunderclap into Kyogre. We are setting up Leech Seeds, though. We are setting up some Leech Seeds. Give my boy a chance. Give my boy a chance. Just give him a chance, baby. Just give him a chance. Just give my boy Wo-Chen a chance. Give him a chance. Ton of leftovers popping out here. Come on, Wo-Chen. Clutch up. Clutch up. We gotta protect you, right? Do we think he swaps? There might be a chance that he swaps. Or he might just double down by attacking me. He hasn't seen us protect yet, which is good news. We're slowly dealing some damage. Slowly but surely dealing some damage. I could Pollen Puff here. Do we think he's going to swap? I'm just going to protect and play it safe. He swaps, he swaps. I hope he doesn't. I hope he just attacks. No, he swapped. He swapped. I should have Pollen Puffed. It's alright. We're dealing some damage into... We're dealing some damage into Raging Bolt, but I think this is it. I think this Orichalcum Pulse is just it for us. I mean, attack drop is here, but he does get the Photosynthesis boosted up here. Special attack is heightened. T-Bolt's going to launch. We already know that. It does so much damage. And this is where it all ends. It all ends here unless we can protect, and just... Oh, we're going for Draco Meteor. That's even scarier. That's even scarier. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. That's even scarier. So I'm going to be back up to completely full HP. Sunlight's not helping us. But at least Wo-Chen put up a fight. Let's be honest here. Wo-Chen's putting up a fight. And guess what, guys? We're going for another Leech Seed. We're going for it. Hopefully he misses Draco Meteor. If you miss Draco Meteor, oh my lord. You end up withdrawing. Just give me a chance, baby. Just give me a chance. That's all I ask for. Is a slight chance. That's all I ask for. That's all I asked for, and we're going to see a Fire Terror Flare Blitz, man. This thing's about to rip up into me. This thing's about to rip up into me. I mean, Wo-Chen, dude, this thing with the... Actually, it kind of cancels out with Shen Pao, the abilities. Goes for the Flare Blitz. How much damage are you doing? You're doing some recoil damage to yourself. Okay, you just one-tap me. Is that a crit? No, it wasn't. Just Koraidon's just that strong. So, at least we put up a fight here. We kind of gave ourselves a shot, but we end up losing this match. We go 2-1 for today's video, and we grab ourselves a winning record. Don't lie to me. You guys thought Wo-Chen was going to clutch up. I thought so too. This Pokemon was just getting after it. He was doing everybody dirty with Leech Seeds and all that good stuff, but it just wasn't enough. We tried making a read by swapping in Landorus. It wasn't a call. We honestly probably would have won that match if we would have just let Kyogre die out there, but I thought they were going to go for Thunderclap or something. I really did. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread some positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.